Hi guys, today I am making a Mexican cheese sauce, cheese, dairy-free, for my Mexican night tonight. And there are two different ways I like to make it. Sometimes I make it with cashews, but tonight I decided I want one that is a little bit lower in fat, but that means it's going to be higher in carbs. So tonight I'm going to be using a potato. You can see this is a very small baked potato. I have really small hands. I'm a pretty small person, and you can see this is a pretty small potato. So I have that already baked. I also have about a half of a small carrot cooked and chopped, and I have some onion that's cooked as well. So I just boiled these in a little bit of water until they were soft, and I baked the oven while I made some baked potatoes the other night. So in my cheese sauce, I'm going to be putting these. I'm only going to do half the potato. So I'll tell you why I did this. We might end up using the whole potato, but I decided I want the potato because potato is very starchy. And another trick I forgot to mention this, is I baked it and then chilled it, and now we're going to eat it. So the glycemic load is much lower when you bake it and chill it. It changes the starches, it changes the chemicals in there, and so when you eat it, your blood sugar doesn't spike as much. And so this is baked and cooled, and so that's going to help with blood sugar control. And then I cooked these. So the carrot is to make it an orange color since it is a Mexican cheese sauce, but I'm also going to be adding a little bit of red bell pepper. So I'm just going to be putting in this much bell pepper. You say, here's my bell pepper. I just cut a piece off. And so I'm going to be throwing these into my Vitamix, the half of the potato. I'm just going to cut that a little bit just to make it a little bit easier. And then, like I said, I do have about a half of a carrot, and this was about a quarter of an onion that I already cooked. So in my Vitamix, I'm going to be putting in a cup of water. I'm going to put in the cooked carrot and cooked onion and the half of a potato, this one actually, with the chopped bell pepper. All right, so move my bell pepper out of the way, and I'm going to go ahead and add my spices. So I know I want at least a half a teaspoon of salt. This is Himalayan pink salt. I like the Himalayan pink salt because it does have some minerals in there. Your iodized white sauce is processed with aluminum, and so you might want to phase out of that, use a different type of salt. So I have a chili powder here. I like a lot of chili powder flavor. So I'm going to let's just put in 1 teaspoon and taste it and see how it goes. Whenever I've used Mexican seasonings, I always use chili powder and cumin. Cumin, I know I do know some people who don't really care for cumin, but I like a pretty high cumin. So I'm going to put another teaspoon in there. So I have a teaspoon of cumin and a teaspoon of chili powder. I'm going to do a half a teaspoon of onion because we already have the cooked onion in there. When I cooked it, it's going to be kind of mild, and so I want to put a half a teaspoon in there. I'm going to add a little bit of smoked paprika. I don't want too much smoky flavor in here, but I do want that color. I'm trying to really make it look like a Mexican cheese sauce. And a little bit of garlic. And I also have some apple cider vinegar here, because sometimes I like a little bit of tanginess in my cheese sauce. So I'm going to taste it first and see what it tastes like, but I may be adding some apple cider vinegar. So I'm using the apple cider vinegar with the Mother. You can see it has a film on the bottom. This is a live product, unfiltered, unpasteurized. Because it has the natural enzymes in it, it also helps the enzymes in our body. Some other things I didn't talk about. The red color in our bell pepper is wonderful for the heart, and I'm using a purple onion. That purple color, the anthocyanins, are wonderful for helping with DNA repair. Now it is cooked, I am processing it, but it's still much healthier than a processed cheese product. Okay, so I have everything in my blender. If I did not want to use the potato and the carrot, then I would use a half a cup of soaked cashews. All right, so hopefully I have everything plugged in. let's see what this texture looks like. If it's too runny, I'll add the other half of the potato. Can't open the lid. There we go. It is very red. I probably could have left the bell pepper out, so let me see. So here is the texture. It doesn't pour very well. It's kind of a chunky, more like a bell pepper. So I think I am going to add a little bit more potato. Maybe not all of it. And taste it. It needs some more Mexican flavor. So I'm going to add another half a teaspoon of salt. And add some more chili powder. Another teaspoon there. And a little bit more potato. I'm going to add just another. Should I just throw I'll just throw the whole thing in. That'll make it much easier. Okay. So we have a whole potato, a slice of the bell pepper, a quarter of onion, and half of a carrot. The onion, the potato, and the carrot are all cooked. I have our seasonings. I have a teaspoon of salt. I have 2 teaspoons of chili powder, a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of paprika, and half a teaspoon of garlic. All right, blend it up. Okay, I also have some red pepper flakes here just in case it needs a little bit more heat. I don't think it does. I could have added a slice of jalapeno in there. That would probably be pretty good. Do I have another spoon? I thought I put another spoon here to taste. Yes, I did. All right, taste it again. Ah, nice and thick. I want a nice thick sauce. Tastes good. Pour it in here. It's actually kind of spicy. I'm pouring it into this bowl here. So I got the new stainless steel Vitamix canister. It is really heavy. I don't know if any of you out there got it. I just wanted something because I do like to put soups in here and hot things, and I don't like to heat foods in plastic, so that's why I got the stainless steel canister. Okay, so that might be even redder than I wanted. I could have left the bell pepper out. Anyway, I love to play with my food and try new things, as you can probably tell from all of my videos. Guys, I completely forgot to add my nutritional yeast to my Mexican cheese sauce. It's not a cheese without a cheese flavor. So here is my nutritional yeast. This one is Bragg's. Simple Truth has some. I've been to some places where they have it, where you can buy it in bulk. There are lots of different brands out there. It is usually fortified with B vitamins. I want a quarter of a cup of nutritional yeast. I'm not so great at measuring, those of you who have followed me before, but I'm going to put in about a quarter of a cup of nutritional yeast to give it that cheesy umami flavor. Okay, so let me put my lid on. There we go. Looks perfect. I'm going to give it a little taste. I'm going to taste it on this knife I haven't used. That is really good. Okay. A little smoky. If you don't like the smoky flavor, you can leave out the paprika. It is a very red color. I love this little spatula that I got with my Vitamix. I don't know if you can see this. You can get this one on Amazon too. You can probably get it straight from Vitamix. But it has this tiny little head on it that you can get around the blades. So you can get all of the goodness from around the blades when you're pouring your food out of your Vitamix. Let me move this where you can see, but you can't see on Facebook. But here we go. Okay. There we go. My cheese sauce. I am making dinner tonight that I will be putting this cheese sauce on top of, and I will post a photo with the cheese sauce so that you can see. Like and share my videos. Let me know what else you would like to see and learn about. I'd love to share with you, and I want to make sure the content is relevant to you. So please let me know. Here is our cheese sauce. Enjoy.